We are going to talk about real estate mining. See, what a clever name. There are a few ways to do real estate mining. Realist does it, RPR does it, but today we're going to look at Remine. You can also go to USPS and just mine entire postal mail routes. But if you wanted to get labels to print out to a specific area, so that it's, whatever it might be, maybe it's a handwritten note, or maybe you're trying to mine just a particular street or subdivision. Remine is very powerful. So a couple of things you want to first, before you start this, you want to make sure your pop-ups are turned off, because as it starts to produce results, if your pop-up blocker is on, it will block those results from coming through. And you also have a limited number of searches you're allowed to do within a month's time on any of the Maris systems. So you want to make sure that if you're getting results, that they're coming through to your computer and not being blocked. So turn off your pop-up blockers. If you don't know how, Google it. So we're going to go to search, and you want to make sure that you're on properties first and foremost. You also want to make sure that your map is zoomed way out, because if you're trying to do a search and your map is in the area you're looking for is not in this window, it won't find it. So I just go way out. You can look at property values. I'm just going to take it off for now because I'm specifically looking for my neighborhood. So no property values here, but if you wanted to mine a more expensive territory and only target the higher end homes, you are free to do that. Wait, why is it still lit up? Take it off, apply. There we go. You can also look up ownership time, people who've owned their home several years or at least one or more. You can type it in here if you don't like any of these options. The other thing I think is exciting is the cell score. The cell score is based off of an algorithm of public records for births and deaths and marriages. And so, if any of those events have happened in someone's life, chances are they're going to sell a house, buy a new house. I'm not going to turn those on for now because, again, I'm just going to look for my neighborhood. So when I go to the advanced search, you can see I've already actually searched it, but when I go to the advanced search here, that is where you're going to have the option to find your neighborhood. And as you start typing, it'll populate a drop down and you can choose from, the list. But Bear Creek Hollow is about right. There's about 30 houses in my neighborhood, and voila, 29. So we go to the list results. From here, it's populated the list. I'm probably on this list somewhere. We're going to select all of these, and we're going to, let's try to add it to the cart. Yes. All right. We're going to call it Bear Creek Hollow. Add 29 properties to my cart. Yes, so that's a little clunky. I don't like that you have to save it to the cart, but either way, this is what we have to do. This is where we're at. Once it is saved to your cart, we're going to go over to said cart, and we're going to pick our cart. It's already there. Select all the properties, and you can see they will send mailers for you. You can pay them to do it. You can export it to an Excel file, which if I was going to have like my preferred lender print the labels for me, or say the title company or whatever, you could export it. Or you could even export it into KV Core, and if you've got emails for people, do a drip campaign. And that's the nice thing about Remine is sometimes you can find phone numbers and emails within Remine. So anyway, print mailing labels. And let's see, recipient's name. I wonder if I could pick my own, because I would like it to say my neighbors. Instead of saying current resident, that's boring. But I would like it to say my neighbor, and their address and whatever. So anyway, you can go through, you can pick what you're going to have, and then load up your printer, and away you go.